alone. Moreover, as I mentioned, innovation is no longer an innovation unless it is tied to the market and tied to the profits. So bringing electricity generated from river to market is also an element of innovation. So analyze, I think we put it into electricity cars, charging piles, and riverside lights. All those I mentioned that can be found near the top river, but the most difficult thing for this project is generation technology. The top river doesn't have a 130 meters drop like the Three Gorges Dam, and it doesn't have a huge reservoir of water. So it's impossible to follow the traditional river generation philosophy. So we have to use the micro generation technology to implement this innovation project. First, any innovation must be guided by underlying demand, which to some extent determines the market. The people's demand for electricity energy determines that this is a social and market demand on top river for the development of electric energy, which also ensures that the reliable market output of our product after the production of electric energy. At the same time, the realization of requirements should be conserved and developed to specific technologies and methods. Our new technologies, river microgenerating technology, which will be covered in more detail in a later video. When all the research and development, production, and the subsequent marketing will be assigned to a special department to operate. In addition, according to the principle of project innovation, there is the possibility of gradual innovation in product, service, and organizational structure. So there are many follow-up innovations in this project. So that is to say, this project meets the characteristics of a sustainable development. Next, I will play 3 videos to explain the basic situation of this project in detail. Starting with the top river, I will play 2 different periods of time to illustrate the possibilities of generating electricity from the river, as well as the prototype of a microgeneration technology that should be used in this project. So this is the river during the flood period, and as you can see from the video, the river is very turbulent, full of water, and full of kinetic energy, and perfect for generating electricity. And this is the general period of the Half River. We can see that although there is not as much storage as during the flood period, the idea of generating electricity from the river can still be realized as long as the right place can be found. And finally, I will introduce the microgeneration technology in detail. And this is a small turbo generator developed by a company in Belgium. So unlike the complex energy unlike the complex engineering and the site selection process of the three-gauge dam, turbines can be used on most rivers. And as we all know, hydroelectricity is generated by the gravitational potential energy generated by the difference in the water level. The low pressure turbo of a turbulent generator, the demand is lower than that of ordinary generators. You just need the difference of height of 1.5 meters, then it works. That means basically there is a similar river on the Nile. The top river absolutely satisfies these conditions. Installation is also relatively simple. The whole process can be completed in a week. You just need to create a canal next to the river, and the new canal is below the water level. Some of the water flows into the generator impinging on the impellers to make the turbo run and generate electricity. As long as the water is flowing, it can generate electricity all the time. It generates enough electricity each day to power 60 homes, and the device is said to last for 100 years and does not harm the fish completely, fully conforms to the requirements of the ecological development. Therefore, though through the above analysis, I think this project is economically feasible. First, Top River is a natural resource which meets both the cost and the demand. Second, the technology works. From the above analysis, I have determined that the microgenerator can be installed in the Top River. Third, microgenerators do not harm nature, nor do they cause pollution or harm to the creatures in the river. And first, if the project is undertaken by natural resource wells, under effective management, it is well suited for long-term development. Next, this chapter will focus on analyzing specific development. The first thing to look at is the position of the generator. So as the data from the technical analysis shows, the power generation site should be located with a natural water level drop of about 1.5 meters, which is suitable for figure 1. The picture 1. The second point belongs to the canal development type. By digging a cyclotron canal with such an opening, create a drop similar to the red cycle in the picture. Artificial excavation of a suitable power generation site placed in such a place can also prevent man-made damage. The third point is the idea of charging piles. So I image that they are installed within the two right cycles in the picture, close to the main road and convenient for charging electricity cars. We can see that this Streamline lamp comes with its own solar panel charger, but most of the time I find that it could not meet the charging needs. So in contrast, water energy is more stable and reliable than solar energy, and the street lights are close to the river, which is a nature advantage. At the same time, through the analysis of the technology parameters of the small generator, the following analysis results are obtained. Under normal circumstances, the daily generating capacity of a small generator is 120 kWh, which can meet the needs of 60 households, 3 electricity cars full of electricity charge, and maintain the work of the 400 street lamps. As you can see, the amount of electricity produced by a single generator can do a lot of work, so the effect of river on generating electricity can depend on the number of generators. This video is based on the project management innovation courses of this semester. By taking the Tap River as a background of basic research, analyzing the value of Tap River from the perspective of innovation, and combining the current situation of energy distribution of human beings and the field investigation around the river. The paper preliminarily obtains the innovation topic of river power generation, but the original vision was limited by the limitations of power generation technology and market applications. Because if you put in a lot of cost and you don't get paid back, the project is a failure. By chance, I find a company in Belgium, micro river generator, can solve the problem of technology and cost. At the same time, after the robbery occurred some time ago alongside the river, then the road had installed the lamp. So, and attention to the Tesla electricity cars, as well as in the spirit of new coronavirus, find market channels of the application of variety of circumstances. Due to the late start of this project and the influence of new coronavirus, the real-time data presented in this video are relatively few. At the same time, due to the lack of detailed information on the Virgin company's generator, there is a lack of further discussion on the technology. There is also an assumption for charging piles, which is also based on the large-scale application of electricity vehicles in the future. The specific feasibilities should be investigated in detail. However, there is no denying that the trend of electricity vehicles in the future. There will be a great demand for charging piles, demand of mobile electricity piles, and point piles beside the main road will be more and more obvious with the popularity of electricity cars. Finally, thanks for this learning opportunity and the learning materials provided by Julia, which gave me an opportunity to explore the project innovation management topic in my own way, and from which I learned valuable knowledge and new understanding. There is a references in this video. Thank you for watching.